Alex Marqueski with Sign Builder Illustrated. We're live from the ISA show floor. Corey Shano from Associated Sign Company in Phoenix, Arizona, was generous enough to bless us with his time here today. We're going to learn about what made him a top young sign maker. As I've talked about in previous videos and articles, it was a pretty demanding competition. We had 45 nominations from all over the world, actually, and you were one of the top 5. So congratulations to you. Your company, Associated Sign Company, is doing some incredible work in the Arizona area. Mm-hmm. Your work at, is it Anoche Cantina?
Anoche, yeah.
Anoche.
Yeah, it was a fun
So that's one of the more popular bars in that area, right?
Yeah, so it's right on, it's called Mill Avenue in Tempe,
yeah.
Arizona State University.
Okay.
A lot of bars and clubs right next to the ASU's football stadium.
Yes.
Kind of like a popular nightlife spot. So, okay. Yeah, it was a fun project.
So, you know, in terms of a talented young professional like yourself, can you walk us through how you got involved with signage? Mm-hmm. Was it difficult to maybe look at some other industries and say, I'll pass on that, I'm going to get involved in signage? Because really, a lot of sign shop owners out there are looking for young, great salesmen, young, great designers, but they can't seem to get them to leave finance, leave tech, to join signage.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about that? What's your experience been as a young person in the industry?
Yeah, definitely. So I was a little fortunate. Basically, my dad owns our company.
And that's very common in the signage industry.
Very
you run
common.
into a lot of father-son businesses, father-daughter businesses.
So so fortunate with that. Like I said, my dad started about 35 years ago, and started working there right after college. Went to University of Arizona. I was going to go to law school. Like you're just saying, get a different career. Wanted to be a lawyer. Started working there, and I didn't really know what we did, honestly.
Yeah.
And I started getting involved, and I'm like, you know, this is kind of cool. Every day is different. Every day is something custom, something cool.
So what was your role in that beginning phase?
So beginning, I was actually helping out in the back of the shop, actually helping make some signs.
Oh, cool.
And then I kind of was also helping with a little bit of design, project management, and permitting at the time.
So you truly do, you know, you've had your foot in a lot of different areas of this industry.
Oh, yeah. I think it's important to kind of know all the parts of it.
Exactly.
So I was back there sanding metal in the shop, and then kind of worked my way up to, you know, what we're doing now.
Okay, so can you walk the audience through what your current role involves? What's a normal week for you like? Clearly some weeks are busier than others. Are you chasing clients for the shop? Are you closing the deals? Just walk us through the type of work that you do.
Yeah, so right now main work is sales and project management. We also help with the hiring. We're hired a couple more project managers now, so it's more sales, bringing on new clients, you know, kind of business development, if you will. But day to day, a lot of, a little bit of everything, honestly.
Yeah, so you basically still are a man of many hats?
Yes. Okay. I mean, we have about 35 people now.
Okay.
So
that's a big shop.
Yeah, but we're not at the point where we're, you know, above doing anything. So I think it's important to always be able to, you know, do whatever's asked of you, and you know, show that hard work ethic. So
okay, so in terms of the type of jobs that you do, you just mentioned that are you still at a phase where, you know, you're not turning down many people, or you'll have maybe a initial phone call, see what they're looking for? How does your client selection process work?
So we've been lucky, and something that my dad taught me is if you put out a good product and you do good work, you get a lot of repeat business, a lot of referrals.
Okay.
So we've been fortunate enough where we haven't had to really stretch out too far to like find new clients and stuff like that. We've been able to get a lot of referral business, and to the point where almost like, you know, we just are pushing ourselves just to get that much done.
Okay.
So now we're kind of working on expanding, adding a few more people, so we can kind of go out and expand even more.
So the lead generation almost handles itself for you guys?
Correct. We've been very fortunate.
Oh, that's
that.
great.
So
your
knock
work,
on wood.
Yeah, knock on wood. Right. And so, you know, the phrase "your work speaks for itself" in this case is literally true.
Yeah.
For you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What's great about signs too is people drive by them every day. They see them.
Yeah.
So it's easy when they see your sign or sign that you did. They ask the business owner who did that.
Yeah.
You know, and then it's, you know, they kind of pass the word around. So it's kind of, you know, if you do good work, quality work, and good, you know, relationships with customers, it helps.
Okay, so one of Corey's projects that he submitted was a very large apartment building that from what I read and what I saw, it looked like you basically handled every single element of this department.
Yes.
Can you walk us through that? Because I know we have a lot of sign shop owners who would love to get a job like that, but something like that is intimidating.
Yeah, a lot of different pieces, because you have the interior, which is like ADA compliant stuff with room numbers, room ID, and then you have the exterior, which are big, blade signs, fabricated aluminum cabinets that are completely different. So it's really two different animals, but it helps to do them both. Some large projects, one company will do the interior, one company does the exterior.
Yeah.
We prefer to keep it all in house. Sometimes you let other people in the door when you do that.
Okay.
But
that's another theme we've been putting on the site. Is the more you can keep it in house, the more business you're going to get.
100%. Because once they go somewhere else, that other person might say, "Hey, we do the exterior too," and then all of a sudden,
that company's got salespeople too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So helps to do it all. And then we do the code signage too. Everything from the exterior wall sign to the fire lane signs. Honestly.
Okay.
So we try to cover everything.
All right. So could you give us a little brief history of the family business? I know obviously you were saying your dad cut his teeth in the business, set the tone, and you guys are taking it to the next level.
Yes, correct. So my brother's at our company as well.
Okay.
So we're kind of like the next generation.
Yeah.
Coming in.
So you guys are both bought in?
Yes.
Perfect.
He's here as well somewhere. I think he's at one of the association.
Okay.
He's on the Arizona Sign Association board. So
great.
He's there right now. So I think we're a good combination of the things we do well.
Yeah.
He's an amazing project manager. Knows a lot of the technical stuff, and I think we both really, like I said, it's good. It's a good mix.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So, sounds like there was a time when your dad probably didn't think he was going to get both of his sons in the business, right?
Yeah.
So, did your brother kind of stray away and come back as well, like you?
Yes, he was actually a pro golfer for a little bit.
No way.
Yeah, so he was won one of the mini tours, trying to get on the PGA Tour.
Oh, great.
And he hurt his back, and same type of thing. He started working at our company and said, "Hey, this is kind of cool.
Yeah.
I like it," and just kind of like started full time, started working there, and I think that was like 10 or 11 years ago.
Perfect.
And we're rolling now.
Another question, not related to being a young sign maker, but this is a very familial business. Can you give any advice to people, because we all know working with family can get dicey every now and then. Mm-hmm. Can you give some advice on how to make it work well?
Yes. Very family business is always, there is some,
there's just so many relationships.
Yeah, exactly. But honestly, just be open, be honest. When there is a problem, just be vocal about it. We at our company, we do little board meetings and stuff where we kind of hash things out and and I think if there's more communication, that has helped us out a lot. And we all work really hard too. We all put in a lot of work. So I think that's
great to hear.
well.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
All right, and then to wrap this interview up, is there something that you personally, Associated Sign Company as a whole, what are you guys looking at in terms of the next 5 years? Obviously, Arizona is a huge event state, whether it's sports, concerts, and it seems like it's only growing in popularity.
Yep.
Are you hoping to land one of those big event jobs?
Yeah, good question. So we've done some spring training projects too. So not as big as like the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Things like that. We are more custom fabrication, where the Super Bowl is a lot of printing.
Yep.
Like more of temporary signage.
Format.
But yes, to answer your question, I would love to eventually to get in that. Our next step is we'd really love to get into a bigger facility. So we're kind of outgrowing our shop right now.
Okay.
So once we get a new spot, can get some other, looking at some other equipment here.
Oh, perfect.
And help us get to that next level.
Great, and that's a great thing about being on the show floor here at ISA. You can do an interview, you can buy a piece of equipment, you can learn something new. It's really the place to be as a signage professional.
Yep.
We here at Sign Builder Illustrated appreciate Corey taking the time. If you want to read more about him, signshop.com. And once again, thanks for the time, man.
Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate it.